Alright, here's a video review for one of the things I've been excited about for a couple of years now. It was originally introduced in 2019, and then it took a while to get everything set up and to take orders. They finally took orders last year. It was supposed to ship at the end of last year, and then battery issues caused a delay. But finally, here, I was part of Group 1, is my Playdate from Panic. And if you haven't heard of Panic, I'm a little surprised. They've been doing software for several years now, and they've published a couple video games, Firewatch, and the one that I see most often is Untitled Goose Game, which is a lot of fun. And they put together, there's a whole podcast you can listen to about how this came to be. It's just a Playdate podcast, and I highly recommend listening to it. It's a really neat idea, but it's just this fun little, you can see it's small, it's not much larger than a original Game Boy cart. I posted a picture of that on Twitter. I meant to have it out here for this, and I forgot. This kind of came up. We've got company visiting, so my opportunity to shoot video reviews happened upon me suddenly where the house was quiet. But yeah, as a Playdate, it comes with this little magnetic cover that actually it has three little posts on the back that magnetically attach to the screws on the system. But you can see the system's very small and lightweight. It has a reflective black and white LCD there on it. But yeah, the little cover comes separate. You can see there's a little logo on the back. All that good stuff. It's a simple little system, but it's really fun and innovative. But you just snap this into the case. I highly recommend, if you're going to order one of these, getting the case, because it just makes it super easy to carry around in a pocket. But yeah, so you turn it on. There's a little button up here. There's three different clock options. There's like a standard clock, a digital clock, and then this word clock, which is what I prefer. So you know when I'm shooting this video review, it's 10 to noon on Sunday, May 1st. But you just click the button on top twice, one eyeball, and it opens up. And then you flip out the crank. It has a crank. It does not power it. It is used as an input device. So there's Whitewater Wipeout and Casual Birder. These are the first 2 week games, or the first 2 week 1 games with the system. Because once you activate your system, it comes with these first 2 games. I don't think it's too big of a spoiler to show you. These are the ones that come. As soon as you start up your system, you'll have these 2 games. You may have to update them, but you'll have them. And then every Monday, new game day is every Monday. I just got this last week, so I haven't had my first Monday after activating it yet. So, but it is Sunday, so tomorrow morning I'll wake up. There'll be a little purple light blinking up top, and I'll know that week 2's the 2 games from week 2 have arrived, and I can play them as well. The whole season of season 1 will fit on the system. It's got 4 gig of flash memory in it. So yeah, so every Monday you'll get 2 new games from a curated list. And these are the first 2. Whitewater Wipeout is, it takes a second to load here, from Chuhai Labs. It's very California Games, but it's just the surfing part of California Games. And they talked about their development process on the Playdate podcast, and that was absolutely inspiration for this game. It's just a score chaser, but you use the crank. I'll do a little bit of gameplay here. The surfboard's different every time, but you just kind of use the crank to get away from the wave. You got to build up some speed. Here, you get 3 runs to get your highest score. My highest score is in the 50,000s somewhere, which seems impressive when you first start playing, but like there actually is a global leaderboard for this game, and the person at the top of it is well over 1 million. So, see, now I've done a double 360. If I do another double 360, then I start a combo. And once you start a combo, you get multipliers for your score, but you have to do that level of trick or better. So as long as I keep doing double 360s, I can keep this combo going. But if I really want to get... I landed! I didn't think I was going to land it. But it slowed me down, so I got to build up speed again. So every time you leave the wave, you have to do a trick or the combo reset. So now I'm out of combo mode. But, no, see, I biffed it. I let the wave catch up to me. But anyway, that's that game. And... it's a lot of fun. It's surprisingly more addictive because you can just pop it out, do a quick run in a couple of minutes, and put the system back in your pocket. So if you're just looking to kill some time, that is one that will do it. Casual Birder is more of a adventure game that where you have to run around and take pictures of birds and solve the mystery and things. But it's just I've got butter on a stick, but you can use the crank to choose what item appears up here. B is all the pictures you've taken. So here's pictures of birds I've taken. I don't want to spoil too much. And then you push A, and that'll bring your camera up. So when a bird comes on screen, you use this, and then you use the crank to focus your picture, and then you take it. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of Pokemon-esque. You got to solve some puzzles. You got to collect a diary full of a bird index of the birds in the game. There's 26, I think, while trying to win a bird photo contest and beat out the gang who's won the photo contest, who took over town and had been winning the photo contest for the last few years. That's the basic premise of Casual Birder. Like I said, I don't want to get too far into gameplay because I want people to enjoy these. So those are the first 2 games, and then tomorrow when I wake up, I'll have whatever the next 2 games are. I know what they are, but I'm not going to... Some people want to have that spoiler-free of what games, wake up surprised every Monday morning, and I don't want to ruin that for them because it is some of the appeal of the system. Although, I've seen the whole list of the games. I've seen a full games list a while back, and I'm excited because every week there's at least one of the games that I was excited about every week. So every week I'm going to have at least something. Even if I'm not interested in one of the 2 games, one of them will be something that I've been looking forward to, and in some cases, both of them. But what's great about this is, one, it's simple, it's easy, you throw it in your pocket, it's a lot of fun. They have opened, you can get, if you want to just try out some games, you can't get any of the season games yet, if ever, but you can get the SDK, the developer kit, for free. So you can try some games, you can run code, because they actively want people to develop their own games that they can put up for sale on their own anyway. Like if you go to itch.io, there's a whole Playdate section of people who have made games. Some of them are free, some of them cost $1 or $2. The most expensive one I've seen so far is Bloom, which is $9.99. I have it. I'm actually quite enjoying that game. But then anybody, you can buy the games. Anybody can make games, sell them wherever they want. And it's very easy to sideload through the website or via USB. There's even a video on how you can use your phone to just sideload directly off your phone onto the games. Because, like I said, these are the 2 Season 1 games. But then this, Playtris, this is the Cuber, put together a simple but fun, it's just Tetris on the Playdate. Sketch Share Solve, which is a Picross game. Bomber Panda, which is vaguely Bomberman-esque. Daily Driver. This is actually a demo right now, but it's you just drive the little cars around. It really is stoking my need. I'd love to see something like an RC Pro-Am on this, and this is kind of getting there. So we'll see. A joke that's worth 99 cents. It is 99 cents. You can pay more if you want on itch. This is from Philip Stollenmeyer, who's done previous games like Bacon. And then there's Bloom, which I was talking about, which is kind of a simulation daily gardening game. That's a very simplistic way of describing it. I'm absolutely into Bloom. I think it's worth the $10. So that's one of the things. But these are all games that, again, then you get into the settings. These are all games that I've sideloaded on very easily that random people in the community have made. If you want to try your hand at making your own game, they have Pulp, which is a web-based. It's in your browser development tool, kind of like WebCAD options. So you can really get some... It's got everything you need. You could put together a basic game on your own, sell it, make it available to anyone who can load it onto their Playdate and play it. And I think that's really cool. I'm super excited to see what the community comes up with. Like I said, I've been waiting for this. The system design, it's Panic doing the software, wanted to do a system. They partnered up with Teenage Engineering, which does a lot of audio synth. They're also the ones who make these little pocket operators. There's Rick and Morty one. I've got the arcade one, but just they're little synthesizers you could chain together to make little. That one's messed up, but you can make little ditties and stuff. But that's Teenage Engineering helped with the design of the system, and it's just so compact and neat. People have complained about a lack of backlight, and I will say that can be an issue. I have not, until I have turned off the light to go to bed, I haven't had an issue playing this. Obviously, some conditions are better than others, but it's a wonderful little system. The whole team at Panic was involved in it, according to the thing I was listening to. Everybody there has had some hand in its design and implementation, And it's just a nice little package, and I'm glad I pre-ordered it. Now, granted, pre-orders are pre-sold out through 2023. They're doing these in small batches, so if you order now, it's going to probably be next year before you get one. That's just the way of it. But like I said, if you have the patience and you want to check it out, it's a fun little device, and I'm super stoked to have it. Like I'm trying to like hold myself back because I don't want to just unequivocally gush for 20 minutes, but I could, because this has been. I waited, I had to do some work. I did some of my work at home specifically to wait for the mail person last week when I knew this was out for delivery, and it has not left my side since it showed up. It is fantastic. It is. Every part of the user experience is fun. The boot up sequence, they give you the ability in the system settings to replay the boot up sequence, which was a smart move because I've done it several times. It's so unique and creative, and I'm not going to spoil it here in the video. But one, if you get one, do definitely pay the extra $20 or whatever and get this cover. You want it. It's a nice little thing, but it's just such the joy in the design of this is apparent, and it seems simplistic. I've seen some people complaining about how when we have a Switch and Steam Deck, why would you pay for this? I know why I paid for it, and I feel like it was worth every penny. I'm really having a good time with this. I'm looking forward to the next. There's 24 games in Season 1, so I've got the first week game, so I guess the next 11 weeks of new games, plus whatever the community comes up with. Like I said, that Daily Driver, that's just the demo. I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out as a full game. Tetris, it's your basic Tetris, but it's Tetris. It's fun. Bloom has been fantastic. There is a game coming out called Waste Braver, which I am looking forward to. They put some preview stuff on Twitter and Reddit. It used to be called Tiny Survival, but it's looking like it's going to be pretty cool, so I can't wait to see how that comes out. But there's a lot of neat stuff in the pipeline, and looking forward to it. There's the guy who did The Return of the Obra Dinn is working on a game called Midnight on Mars. But he's coming out with a game for this. There's games from the guy who did Katamari has a game on here. What's one of the other games? There's somebody else, like a big name developer who has a game coming out this season that I can't recall right now. But there's a lot of really high quality indie games developers working on this. And I'm really looking, and plus, like I said, there's some really creative stuff coming out of the community. So, if you get a chance, pick one up, or if you ever get a chance just to play one, if you see somebody you know has one, ask them if you can borrow it, or not borrow it, but check it out, because it's definitely an experience. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to gush about this for 20 minutes, and I'm going to try to hold myself to that. But there is the Playdate from Panic, and like I said, highly recommend getting one because it's just a fun little thing.